Ratan Lal, a history professor at Delhi University's Hindu College, who was arrested on Friday night over a social media post that appeared to question claims of a shivling found inside Varanasi's Gyanvapi Mosque complex, was granted bail this afternoon. The court said the feeling of hurt felt by one individual cannot represent an entire community or a group. However, it has also ordered Mr. Lal to strictly refrain from posting any social media posts or interviews regarding the controversy which resulted in the present FIR.
Delhi University professor Ratan Lal, who was arrested for an allegedly objectionable Facebook post on the Gyanvapi Mosque case, has been granted bail by the Delhi court. The court has observed that the post, though reprehensible, does not indicate an attempt to promote hatred between communities. The feeling of hurt felt by an individual cannot represent the entire group or community. Indian civilization is one of the oldest in the world and known to be tolerant, accepting to all religions. Accused did an act which was avoidable considering the sensibilities of the person around the accused and the public at large. The Facebook post, though reprehensible, does not indicate an attempt to promote hatred between communities. The students and faculty of the Delhi University protested against the arrest of Professor Ratan Lal outside the campus, demanding his release earlier in the day.
This is not about his social media post. This is about the ideology, the politics that, he associates with. The government wants to give us a message. They want to intimidate us that if you're going to speak against us, then we are going to put you in jail.
Professor Ratan Lal, while coming out of the court complex after the hearing, said,
सुनवाई हो गई है and I have full faith, I have full trust.
Ratan Lal, the Delhi University professor, has been granted bail within 24 hours of the arrest by the Delhi court. Though the Delhi court has held this particular social media post of Ratan Lal to be reprehensible, but the court has said that this does not incite hatred between two communities. With camera person Mursalin, this is Arvind Gunasekar for NDTV.
So, granted bail for now, but we are back to the free speech versus accountability debate. Is this another attempt to challenge free speech? Vineet Jindal, complainant and advocate in the Supreme Court, joins us on the show. Yogendra Yadav, member and former president of Swaraj India, member of the Coordination Committee of the Samyukta Kisan Morcha, and Mukesh is the advocate of Professor Ratan Lal, also an advocate in the Supreme Court. So, Vineet Jindal, to you first. You're the complainant here in this case. A feeling of hurt felt by one individual cannot represent the entire group or community, and any such complaint regarding hurt feelings has to be seen in its context, considering the entire spectrum of facts and circumstances, is what the court has said. In a sense, a waste of time taking this to the court in a country where we have so many cases, so much of a backlog.
It is the observation of the court. It can be. We are respect the order which is passed by the Honorable Court. But still, it is not about an individual complaint which I have been filed. It is about the content which has been posted by this person, Ratan Lal. And after that, the impact you have seen over the social media, over the roads. And even the impact was been there after the arrest. So it is not about only my complaint. It is about the content which has been posted and the impact upon the whole Hindu community. The person who is
again, you're speaking for the whole Hindu community?
Yes.
How can you speak for the whole Hindu community?
Because if you see, if you go to the content which has been posted by this person, that is an objectionable content, and I cannot even I cannot even tell the exact content which has been posted by him. Because
it's out on social media.
I am
All right, let's get in the advocate for Mr. Ratan Lal. The court clearly put down all of these arguments in court, but can the complainant speak for the entire Hindu community? Everyone who complains against this seems to be speaking for, they speak for all women, they speak for all, everyone all the time.
Yeah, actually, in the today's order itself, the Honorable Bench admitted that we are a country of 130 crore people, and everyone is entitled to have a divergent view. So, for a person who is having a different view than others cannot be taken to be offending someone. For every criminal offense, there need to be some intent and motive. So the motive and intent was completely missing from that post. He didn't intend to have this kind of repercussion through his post, and he's a historian, an academician, and you'll agree to me that they can have views on history and the kind of subject this deals with, like the ancestral things and the ancient things, how people worship and how this rituals and cultures in our society. So on my behalf of my client, but my client feels that this whole thing has come up because some few people think this is a tool of like publicity mongering and attention seeking. You cannot be, in a single individual capacity, no one can speak for this much of a larger population. And that too, you are accusing someone who is from the same community. The professor is a practicing Hindu. And in that post itself, he is writing in the post that the deity he is addressing to is like, he is not even write Shiv, he writes Shiv Ji. So he is giving due reverence to the deity. And it was for the sake of having some kind of an intellectual debate, what he thinks that can be done on that particular topic. And even the thing he was talking about, the shivling he was talking about, it has not still been confirmed that it's some kind of a deity. It's still, the particular matter is sub judice in Supreme Court.
So no critical thinking, no questioning really, perhaps if this continues this way. But I think you've touched on something important. You claim that, it's a publicity stunt maybe, but, I don't want to get into that. But along that, on those lines, what I think is more dangerous, Yogendra Yadav, you can come in over here. The court also said that the accused shall strictly refrain from posting any social media posts or interviews regarding this controversy. So in a sense, this professor has, been censored, at least for now, and perhaps that is the intent over here.
Sarah, first the case and then the wider context. I had a look at the tweet, and as someone who respects Professor Ratan Lal, I felt it was in rather poor taste and frankly avoidable. So if the court has said it's reprehensible, I can understand why they would. I thought today's judgment by the magistrate is a case of a fairly reasoned judgment. The court says it's in poor taste, bad, but does it constitute attempt to create hatred between communities? Of course not. This is a very welcome, balanced judgment from the judiciary, and honestly, going by the bail order, the FIR should also be quashed. But look at the larger context in our country. On the one hand, we have the Delhi High Court carrying out an extraordinary hearing in the case of the bail order for Umar Khalid, where they're asking, how did you say Krantikari? How did you use the word Inqilabi, Istakbal? These are routine things mentioned in every political speech in this country. The court is using a lens to go through all these tiny little things. People have been arrested for things that they were expected to say. They never said those things. On the one hand, we have this. On the other hand, we have every single day people using social media to openly ask for annihilation of Muslims, openly ask for murders, killings. We have responsible people. We have a minister of the government who openly incites people for goli maro. Nothing happens. So clearly someone would say, what is happening in this country?
Representing India.
Yes. And he manages to represent the country in international fora. So someone will clearly say, what is happening here? That needs to be balanced. And to my mind, what is happening currently is a completely lopsided one-way treatment of law. This is not only Professor Ratan Lal. 2 days ago, professor at Lucknow University, Ravi Kanji, faced the same treatment. And it is not a coincidence that both of them are leading Dalit intellectuals. So a certain acceptance of dissent, which should be the core of democracy, is under challenge. And that is why we should all be concerned, notwithstanding the somewhat poor quality of this particular tweet.
All right, Mr. Jindal, last question to you. The court basically says the Facebook post, though reprehensible or in poor taste, it does not indicate an attempt to promote hatred between communities. Why did you file a petition? Why did you file a case saying that this was leading to promotion between communities? How did you come to that, considering that, as the advocate for Mr. Ratan Lal points out, the person who tweeted this is a member of the Hindu community himself, a practicing Hindu?
First of all, I just clarify one that which you have mentioned in my previous comment, that I am not representing the whole Hindu community, but I am saying that like me, there are thousands of Hindus, there are lakhs of Hindus who is feeling are same like me. So it should be clear, number one. Number two, if we are talking about that, what content to me by saying this, that it is a time to be a create hatred between communities. Yes, it is so.
Where if is you the see the previous, based on what have you got
let me submit first. So if you see the previous, there are several other posts which is done by this person, Ratan Lal, Professor Ratan Lal, in past even. I don't know whether Delhi police has submitted that post or not. My learned friend, the advocate on behalf of the accused, submit that he is a follower of Hindu community. If you see the previous past comments, it is the same on the same line. I never seen that post, but today I have seen that post. He is making such kind of statement against the Hindu community. So if someone create this kind of statement, done this kind of statement and put this something against any community, it is amount to be create hatred. Why not? There is a specific section here in IPC. What is the use of it?
Well, the court did not agree with you. The court doesn't seem to agree, and as last we checked, the court is the law of the land. The court is supreme in this matter. But thank you all. Thank you all for joining us. This is just the bail hearing in this case. This will proceed further. We hope to have you back on the show when we take up this issue again. Thank you.